Hello, my name is Nappa, and welcome to the Potato Awards. I don't know why I'm here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 117th Annual Potato Awards. Today's nominees are all going to be in the category of video games. We have 2 video game awards for you. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. The first award is for why The Last of Us 2 sucked so badly it didn't get into my nominees for Game of the Year, and it was a massive disappointment and ruined their first game. The nominees are, for this very prestigious category, let's have a look. Neil Druckmann, the creepy, gratuitous sex scene. Abby, the press blindly praising this game. The toxic fanbase blindly hating this game. The nonsensical writing, or how it was so bad it ruined the first game for me. And the winner is, it was so bad it ruined the first game for me. So yeah, The Last of Us 2 didn't make it my nominees for Game of the Year because, man, it was a disappointment. I hated that game. Really did. Honestly did. Really upset about it. And I could rant about it for about 20 minutes. And I'm going to try and cut this down to a nice short rant. Basically, The Last of Us Part 1 is one of my favourite games of all time. And I feel like they completely ruined all the characters in Part 2 with really bad writing. And they tried to shove Abby down your throat as a character. And I feel like she was irredeemable and a horrible character. And she showed no remorse for the horrible things she did. I don't want to go into too much spoilers, but just, they ruined the characters of Joel and Ellie for me, who were 2 of my favourite video game characters ever, and their dynamic between each other was what made the first game so amazing. And we barely saw any of that. We saw that about 3 or 4 times during the game. Every new character was either discarded, killed, or was just bland or boring or one-dimensional. And they just ruined the game for me. I was very disappointed with The Last of Us Part 2. It was one of my most anticipated games probably of all time. I was super excited for it. And it turned into a pile of dog shit. And I'm not even gonna act like I don't. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I hated it. Yeah. The next award. Jeez. I just went off on one there. But hey, whatever. The next award is for Game of the Year. Yes, The Last of Us has started my nominations. Shocker. Here are the nominations for my Game of the Year. My personal Game of the Year. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Which you probably will. But let me know in the comments below. The nominees are Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Fall Guys, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Gears Tactics, and Doom Eternal. Now this one I've been umming and ahhing about pretty much since I decided I was going to do a Game of the Year. I keep changing my mind. I've changed my mind about 4 or 5 times. But for me, it is about the year in general, right? We've had a really horrible year. 2020 has been the worst year I have ever lived in my entire life. And probably ever will. I imagine, unless something really bad happens, but you know, that could happen still. But 2020 has been dog shit, okay? It has been horrible. So, my winner of Game of the Year goes to Animal Crossing. I was going to give it to Ori and the Will of the Wisps because I thought that game was absolutely amazing and beautiful, and it was just an amazing game. But I feel like Animal Crossing just crossed over the zeitgeist. It was amazing. It brought people together. When people couldn't be together, it brought people together. It's not the best game ever. It's very monotonous and very repetitive, and the online services are pretty poor, to be honest. But it's beautiful, it's heartfelt, and it kind of got people's minds off the horribleness of the world. Animal Crossing was there as a band-aid, as a relief, as an escape from this horrible year. And as much as I think Ori of the Will of the Wisps is probably the best game that came out here, like quality-wise, from start to finish, best game. Not much flaws with it. It had a little problems when it launched, but they fixed all those problems. And I played it on the Series X as well, which made it even better. I would say Ori's the best game of the year, probably. Maybe Ghost of Tsushima's up there too. I think those two are probably my top two. But I would say as 2020 as a year, the best game has to be Animal Crossing New Horizons, because it just changed our lives. It helped in a really dark time. It was the light, as corny as that sounds. And that is why my game of the year goes to Animal Crossing. Thank you guys for watching the Potato Awards Day 2. Number 3 is next. We have the Match of the Year and the Cinematic Match of the Year, so stay tuned for them. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, too sweet. Laters, guys.
Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.